Hello everyone, thanks for pressing play. You are watching a brand new episode of Talking Comics, ExcaliburCCGTV, where every week we come together to tell you about the great comics that are hitting the shelf. We are talking about July 7, 2016. I'm Chris.
I'm Randy.
We are Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana, as well as in Texarkana, Texas. You can always find out what's going on with us at our website, ExcaliburCCG.com, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Things are posted to both those pages every single day. Have fun with that, guys. Thank you to all of our new subscribers, whether you came here by Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, however you got here. Thank you for being a part of our community. We really, really appreciate it. Guys, we've got a lot of stuff to cover for this week. A ton of new number ones, ton of storyline stuff, and we got some stuff that we want you to think about, because some changes are coming later this year that we want to know what you think about and what you will be checking out, most importantly. But we do have an announcement coming up.
Yeah, it is getting closer, guys. It's pretty much within the next month.
Yeah.
We will have GeekCon back in Shreveport, the second year. And tickets for GeekCon are still available at our location here in Shreveport.
Exactly.
Weekend passes, $20 for the 2-day passes.
Yep.
Now, if you're looking to come to the Friday night, where it's 2 or 3 hours there, you can pay at the door. There's no real line for it. That's on the 19th, Friday, when we're going to have that. That may be your best chance to come and do your shopping to see what kind of goodies we have that you haven't seen in store before they come back to the store.
Exactly.
So that's your chance, because you may be waiting in line to get autographs all day on Saturday or Sunday there.
Yeah.
Or someone else may have come on Friday and grabbed something that you wanted.
Exactly.
But 19th through the 22nd. 21st.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Through the 21st. 19, 20, 21st.
Yeah.
So, tickets here. Come get them.
I'm off. I'm going to be there. Going to have fun.
I'm probably going to be working here.
You going to do that again this year?
Yeah.
Lord, it was crazy.
Yeah. But it's worth it.
It was worth it. Guys, mark your calendars. Have fun with that. GeekCon, August 19th to 21st. We're going to dive into our new number ones that we have to cover this week. Tons of them to cover. Tons of interesting things and several big things. Like, one of these books is like unprecedented. It's never been done before. We'll be covering that here soon. But let's start off with all the new stuff that's coming from DC Comics, starting with Red Hood and the Outlaws Rebirth. Number 1. Dropping this week, we got Scott Lobdell and Dexter Soy. It's the creative team on this book. Whenever Jason Todd has this recent encounter with Batman, it solidifies him as being a villain within the DC universe. And he takes that opportunity to go underground in Gotham's criminal underworld. And along the way, he meets a disgraced Amazon warrior named Artemis and a half-baked Superman clone named Bizarro, making up the new Dark Trinity here for this new DC Universe Rebirth event. So guys, all of you fans of Red Hood, Artemis, Bizarro, any combination thereof, this will be your book to be checking out this week.
Yeah, it looks like they have gone from the silly Bizarro mini-series that they did, and I can't imagine them being silly in this, to being more of the anti-Superman.
Yeah.
I'm guessing with that. Big one also coming from DC. We have Batgirl number 1. Hope Larson is writing, and Raphael Albuquerque is on the art. This is called Beyond Burnside, Part 1 of this. It takes a look at Babs going away from Burnside, obviously from the title.
Yeah.
Going to Japan, and she's looking to train with some of the top masters of whatever forms of combat that she can find while she's over there. And she might just have to use that combat training a little sooner than she imagined, because she's going to have a little chance meeting with an old friend that is going to put a target on her back.
Yep.
So we'll see exactly who that friend is and what that means for her.
And how convenient.
That
all is.
It all is. Comic books.
I did a double take on this one. I was like, didn't we just cover this? But there's a difference, guys. This week, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 1 drops this week. We just covered Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps Rebirth #1, like 2 weeks ago. And I was confused. But guys, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps #1, their main regular series starts this week. Robert Venditti, Raphael Sandoval.
One of the best artists in the industry.
Yes, seriously. Great, great artist. This is taking a look at the new storyline, the first chapter of it all, Sinestro's Law. Hal Jordan has no backup. He only has his ring and his battery to keep him alive, and he is heading straight toward the Sinestro Corps to face one of his greatest foes ever. Will they wipe him out of existence, or will he survive? We get to find out starting this week with this new Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps series. Boom, there you go.
Yeah, and we should take this opportunity to mention to everybody a little English grammar lesson.
Did I mess up again?
No. Corps.
Corps. This is
Green
Corps.
Lantern Corps. It's pronounced Corps, not corpse. We don't have the Marine Corps. They're the Marine Corps. So we're going to start getting that right when we come into the comic shop, aren't we? Just saying. Tim Seeley is at it again here. Nightwing #1.
Yes.
Javi Fernandez is joining him. Best title that they could possibly give a book. Better Than Batman, Chapter 1. Dick Grayson has a new mentor. It looks like someone that maybe he doesn't necessarily want to be his mentor, but someone that is his new mentor all the same. And this person is going to go against pretty much all the training that Batman instilled in Dick Grayson. Mm-hmm. And with this, Dick Grayson's going to have to get rid of what his concept of justice is in order to know what is right. He's got to fight for what is right, because what is right sometimes may go against what is justice.
So, quick aside. Mm-hmm. Have you heard? Do you know who the mentor is supposed to be? Because I have not.
The costume, if it's the person that's on issue 2 or 3 that was solicited in August, the costume looks familiar to me, but I don't know who that might be exactly. It looks like there are ties to the Court of Owls. Because it looks like or Parliament of Owls, I guess is what they're calling it. Okay. Because all of this from future solicitations seem to be talking about him within the Parliament.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Because I didn't know if it got leaked or.
I have not seen or heard anything. I don't usually go out looking for things with that. And I haven't seen anything on Bleeding Cool, so
because that would be
I would feel that Rich would say something.
He'd be the one to spoil it. Guys, Titans #1, the regular ongoing series, starts this week. Dan Abnett, Brett Booth. This is the Remember the Titans storyline kicking off here. An old ally returns to the team. The Titans set their sights on a dangerous enemy that has the power to change reality itself, but there is a bunch of stuff going on within the team, and can they stand united against this common foe? We get to find out with this new series starting this week.
Fun one coming from Dark Horse Comics.
This is the one that is unprecedented. It has never been done before. And we've had people excited, I know, on the fan page, on our Facebook fan page about this
cool.
on both places. So, yes.
I'm glad to hear that. Guys, it's Predator versus Judge Dredd versus Alien.
Yes.
#1. And just to make sure that it's written correctly, they got the guy who has given you a whole lot of zany everything.
Exactly.
In 2, they're bringing on board John Layman to write this. I don't know who Chris Mooneyham is.
Remember Chris Mooneyham? He was the guy who did that series. We talked about it a while ago. He and a guy teamed up at IDW or Boom and did that dinosaur type series with the people.
Not Half Past Danger.
Yeah.
No, Mooney was his name.
Mooneyham.
It wasn't Mooneyham. Different guy. It was like Steve Mooney or Stephen Mooney. He was an artist that was over on Angel and some different stuff like that.
Then maybe Mooneyham was Frank Barbier on Five Ghosts.
That could be.
Could be. I might got it mixed up there.
The other guy's just Mooney.
Cool.
But this just takes a look at the very extreme Judge Dredd going up against some of the most supreme hunters within the galaxy. And as if that's not enough, they're having to take on some of the craziest, most infestacious critters in the galaxy with the xenomorphs there or the aliens. So we'll see what develops from this. There's not a whole lot more to it, and I don't know that there really needs to be more to it when it's that.
No. And guys, I expect this to go to multiple printings. I mean, I seriously do. Wow. There's a lot of there seems to be a lot of buzz for this. This has never been done before. This type of crossover has never been done before. There's been other aspects of this done. We've all seen Predator versus Aliens, and Judge Dredd's done some other things. I don't know if he's ever done Predator or Aliens, but putting all three together, yeah, there's been a little bit of a fire.
I didn't realize he would get this excited about that.
Honestly, I think it's awesome that companies come together to give fans something like this. Yeah. Because this is not all Dark Horse. Because Judge Dredd is 2000 AD or something, you know what I mean?
No, it's over at IDW.
IDW, there we go, thanks. And, I think coming together like that to give this type of story is just freaking awesome.
Well, they're properties that they own with those, and so it's been at multiple places. And so, yeah it's one of those things that they've... IDW does a lot of crossover events and a lot of lending of properties to things, so it's cool that they're doing this.
Super cool. I'm going to check out this first.
What about another super cool thing from IDW?
Well, speaking of that, we got ROM #1 dropping this week.
This has a lot of people in our comic shop excited.
So a lot, guys. We got Chris Ryall and David Messina coming on board here as the creative team for this new ROM series. We've been invaded, and only the Space Knight can save us. ROM's war with dire wraiths now hits close to Earth. It hits Earth. We're going to have this Earthfall storyline starting with this first issue. And if ROM's return wasn't enough, wait till you see how this one ends, because we may get more than what has been expected. So, guys, there we go. All of you ROM fans, boom, especially our locals here, it is dropping this week.
Here's an intriguing title here. Coming from Image. It's called Mechanism #1. Yep. I don't recognize the art or the creator, Raphael Ienco. Let's go. I don't know how to say it.
Let's go.
Let's go with that. What this is taking a look at, there's a prototype robot that's being rushed out into the field because I guess Earth is at war with an alien invasion. Yep. And this robot ends up getting stuck with, attached, left with a group of survivors, and it studies them to figure out what it means to be human. So this is science fiction, but you've seen this with a lot of different things, Chappie, Automatic, different TV or movies out there, and now we're bringing it to the comic book form. It'll be interesting to see exactly what this is. I don't know if this is a mini-series or an ongoing.
I don't know.
But I don't know where they plan. This to me can't be a long-term story. It has to be something that this would be like the first arc of like what happens next.
Yeah, and this creator, Raphael Ienco, he's the guy who's been drawing that new book, Symmetry, with Matt Hawkins.
Okay, yeah, it's now on hiatus.
Yeah, probably because of this. But creator-owned, so there we go, guys, from Image Comics there. Interesting concept. Have fun with that. Those are the new #1s that we're covering for this week, guys. That's enough. Dear Lord.
Yeah. Big one.
Big. I mean, yeah, it's just like... So, guys, storylines. Let's dive into storylines because we got a ton of those to cover real quick as well. Guys, all Marvel stuff. Let's go ahead and dive in. We do have Civil War II #4 dropping this week from Marvel Comics. It looks like now the sides are being more evenly divided or harshly divided, however you want to look at it. And now some of the issues that have been abstract are becoming very real for the heroes of the Marvel Universe. Lines must be drawn. Captain Marvel or Iron Man. Who will each hero stand behind? It looks like this is going to be the issue where we get some definite choices made. So here we go, guys.
We've got Civil War II choosing sides #3. And with this one, it's taking a look at the trial of the century. Yep. And it's going to be focusing on Kate Bishop, on Nick Fury, and on, you have J. Jonah Jameson. This said The Punisher. With what I was looking at, and I don't know what the Punisher, why he would choose a side in something like that. I thought
he was in 2.
Was he in 2? Maybe they just solicited the same material for that on what I was looking at. But it's looking at, according to this, J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Jolly. Ha.
We'll call him and make him change it to J. Jonah in case it was the Punisher.
J. Jonah Punisher.
J. Jonah, oh, what if, man?
Oh, what if?
Captain Marvel, number 7 drops this week. We get to take a look. Captain Marvel is becoming more determined in her goal of how she stands on this whole issue. And she's bringing Alpha Flight along with her for this, but will forces outside of Captain Marvel destroy everything she's trying to protect. We get to find out with this issue this week.
Yeah. We've got Miss Marvel number 9. With this, tragedy is striking pretty close to home, and it's going to force Kamala to choose. Is it the heroes and everything that's going on, or is it her family?
Right.
So... Little heart there.
Yeah. And I like that cover. She doesn't seem to be a fan of Captain Marvel anymore.
No.
Guys, New Avengers number 14 as well. Another Civil War tie-in issue. Guys, first up, White Tiger versus White Tiger, the rematch. So if you've been reading this, that is happening. But will the New Avengers be able to take down AIM, or will S.H.I.E.L.D. get there first? And will anyone be left to stop Whisper before it's too late? We get to find out with this issue right here.
And then finally, in Totally Awesome Hulk number 9, this may be the big one. Amadeus Cho so far has been able to break the Hulk curse and control the rage.
Right.
But after the loss of someone pretty close to him,
Yeah, exactly.
that may be it. Everything that he might be seeing at this point may be rage, and maybe the Hulk that they saw in the prediction was not the Hulk that they thought it was.
Right.
So we'll see what goes on here. This could be a big tie-in issue.
That's a good point. Very good point. And last up, guys, Extraordinary X-Men number 12 dropping this week. The Extraordinary X-Men series conclusion of the Apocalypse War. The X-Men are trapped 1,000 years in the future, facing off against Apocalypse as in this world that he rules with his horsemen at his side. How will the X-Men hope to win the day? I don't know. Not all the X-Men are going to come out of this unscathed. We will get to find out with this issue right here dropping this week.
The major thing that needs to come out of this is they have had a long line of people giving Iceman the most ridiculous, stupid outfits, costumes, and that needs to change. That looks terrible. It's bad.
It is pretty bad, isn't it?
But that's it for the storyline.
That is it for the storylines. It's enough of them for right now, dear Lord. Guys, some of our favorites, the top comics, the first comics that are going to be in our hands for us to read. Randy, what's up for you?
I would like to, every single week, try to give you something new, something different that's from my pull list, so that I'm not just rehashing the same title over and over again. Mm-hmm. But when Action Comics is as good as it is, I have to keep on promoting that book and saying, please read this. Action Comics number 960 comes out, and with this one, this is part 4 of The Path of Doom. Wonder Woman joins the battle. But it still looks like it may not be enough to stop Doom. They throw some little tidbit about former love, but it's not Superman's former love. So I don't know why that's even necessary. I don't know if that's more on the part of Wonder Woman that they're looking at. And we're still having to figure out who this Clark Kent is. Yep. They let off some pretty big hints in this last issue that I have not been reading previous stuff, so maybe somebody out there can tell me what those hints might mean, because I don't know with that. And also, everybody just needs to stop the little rumors about maybe this Superman isn't the pre-Flashpoint Superman, because everything shows that it is. That's just kind of a silly thing that people have been tossing out there.
Well, DC has been questioning that with some of their solicits. Yeah.
I don't know how. So, I mean, it seems pretty streamlined from everything that they put out there.
Yeah.
Maybe they're jumping on board what everybody's doing there just to get them a little questioning everything. I don't know. We've also got Future Quest number 3. Guys, this is phenomenal. Right now, the heroes are, they discover that there's a land of cavemen and dinosaurs that's in South America that has previously been unknown to them. And They discover that while they're trying to figure out where this next little nexus point anomaly is going to form. Unfortunately, Fear and Jezebel Jade know a little bit more than them, and they may get to everything first, which is not a good thing. And they ask a question here: who's going to be the hero that's going to rise to face the threat? So I'm wondering, who is the next person that they're going to introduce in this? It's fun. It is so much fun. I love this. And Evan Shaner, or Doc Shaner, however you want to say it, his art is beautiful. It stunk that who was it? It wasn't Steve Pugh. It was Steve Rude. Only stuck around for like half of the first issue or something like that, but Shaner is a great person to take over.
Yeah, great. Yeah, both those guys are great. I'm kind of like you. I hate to be like a broken record, but for me, Detective Comics 937.
That's all I hear at the comic shop right now.
Dude, it is solid. Guys, James Tynion is the writer. This is like the first stuff I think he's ever done that I've just been this deep into. It's great. It is action. It is mystery. It is. I mean, I feel like I'm reading a Batman blockbuster movie done right. I really am. I just get that. The rise of the Batman storyline continues here. Last issue, we found out who's behind all this. Now, Batman is captured. He's in the heart of the colony, where the people that took him down and taken him to where they were. Unfortunately, there may not be a way out for him with this. So we get to find out with this. I'm really looking forward to this next issue. It's just been phenomenal. And then another one that we both have been checking out, reading, Jupiter's Legacy Volume 2, Number 2. These heroes face off against this Japanese villain, Raikou. She's a psychic as well, on top of everything else. Loved that first issue back. It really set everything up. Now I want to see how they're going to do this. Miller does a good job of setting up a high concept. He has to be able to complete that setup with this. But even if he doesn't, it's going to look beautiful along the way. So what can I say?
The Legacy, the first volume, they did what they needed to do.
They did, didn't they?
So I hope he continues it.
It was, yeah. And I'm glad.
You're talking to one of the biggest critics of Miller.
This guy's nickname is the Cutter. It cuts. If you don't like it, it gets cut. Cut. But guys,
Miller titles get.
I think Huck was the only one you stuck with till the end here recently.
I didn't read the last.
Oh man,
it
brutal.
Fell apart for me.
But guys, there we go. Tell us what you're getting. Your new number ones you're most excited to see. Storylines you're checking out. Your favorite comics. The things will be top of your stack. And guys, tell us in the comments below. Let's have a discussion about that. Thank you for our lively, controversial discussion from last week's video. There was people coming out of the woodwork for that one. But guys, let's dive into our question of the week. The news has been out for a little bit now, and we need to go ahead and dive into it. Randy, what are we going to be talking about for our question of the week?
We want to take a look at, now that we don't just have a divided we stand image, we want to look at what are you most interested. Let's go with what 5 titles have you seen, up to 5 titles, have you seen from Marvel now that you're most interested in?
Yeah.
It can be fewer, but let's try and leave it at 5. There's a lot of fun stuff that I'm really wanting to check out here. Jeff Lemire's Thanos is going to be one of the top ones for me.
Yeah.
Just because Lemire has been so delicate with how he treats the Marvel characters there. It really seems like he has a feel for them. I will probably be getting the what is the name of it? The Wasp.
Unstoppable Wasp?
Unstoppable Wasp. I want to check that one out. I'm super excited that Jessica Jones is back. I loved their first run on it. I'll be a little hipster here. I was reading it when it first came out there. I was excited for the movie. Though I've got those 3. I want to check out and see what's going on with the Invincible Iron Man. Invincible Iron Man.
Invincible?
I want to see what's going on there with it. One of my guesses with that is that people might not know who's in the armor. And that the armor doesn't have to look like a female. And that's why she's being called Iron Man with it. That's one of my guesses. Because the concept art that they've shown of the armor looks just like any other Iron Man armor.
Yeah.
So that's one of my guesses.
Yeah.
It's somebody in there that they don't realize is in there.
Okay.
It's kind of a toss-up for me because I like the Mark Waid has been giving me a fun Avengers story so far, and I want to see where he takes Avengers next. But I may go with the Champions.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to follow Kamala and I'm going to follow Miles over here to this title. And we get an intriguing character from Tom Taylor, or not Tom Taylor, Tom King's Vision series into this story. So I really want to see what's going on with that. So 5 titles there for me, all new number ones that I'm probably, I'll have them on my full list there.
Name them again real quick.
We had Thanos.
Okay.
We had Unstoppable Wasp.
Yep.
There was
Jessica Jones.
Jones, International Iron Man, and Champions.
Invincible Iron Man and Champions.
Yeah.
Yes. Very cool. Did you have more?
There's a lot of ongoing titles.
Yeah, exactly.
That I'm still going to be picking up. I am thrilled that I've got a new artist on Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah.
Thrilled because this person right here is not a fan of Chris Anka's art.
Yeah.
Do not like it at all.
Oh man, you're gonna be so happy.
I was very, very happy. And he's going over to a book that I'm not going to be reading anyway, so I'm super happy about that.
This guy's brutal.
That's the thing that him and Wada. I'm not a huge Wada fan, and that's what kept me from picking up Vision. And now all this stuff talking about this is Tom King's Watchmen. I've been a little upset that I didn't read Vision, and I haven't.
Yeah.
So I want to see if they'll collect it into a full run instead of 2 different trade paperbacks, and I may pick that up.
Yeah.
With it to see what all the fuss was about.
Very cool. Very cool. For me, my top 5, definitely Renew Your Vows, Amazing Spider-Man.
I think there are a lot of people who are with you on that.
Definitely gonna be getting that. Definitely gonna be checking out Thanos. I'm definitely on board with that.
Yeah.
What else we got here? I'm gonna be checking out the Avengers, the new Avengers, number 1 with Mark Waid.
Yeah, just called Avengers, but the new number 1 Avengers.
And I may check out Ultimate Squared, number 1.
See, that's already on my pull list. I'm not getting rid of Ultimate.
Because I'm not currently getting that. And last up, probably the Doctor Strange series. Definitely Unworthy Thor. And then Doctor Strange, that's 6, but definitely Unworthy Thor as well. I'm looking forward to that storyline. And I'm really glad there are so many of my favorites that are continuing, like Punisher and
Kingpin. You're getting Rosenberg on that.
Yeah,
you really
that's another
enjoy his
one.
writing.
Yeah,
so there are a couple of things to check out.
There really are. And when I first saw this list and heard about all this, honestly, I was kind of like Debbie Downer. Just kind of like, what in the... But then there are some. But then I got to look at the full list. I'm like, okay, well, this creative team's doing this. So yeah,
there's some good news for some people that if you don't like the kind of out of character, humorous Danny Rand over in Power Man and Iron Fist, you're probably going to get the more serious Danny Rand, who's now mentoring probably the protege to take over for Iron Fist eventually,
right?
In the Iron Fist series. I'm a little concerned with the Black Widow series because they Black Widow's an older. She was born in the 40s. She's older, and apparently there have been some rumors and some hints that tying her into Iron Man or to Tony Stark. Like the worst thing Marvel could do right now, guys. If you have not read and are not familiar with the history of Marvel. Marvel does not need to make her Tony Stark's mom because she has slept with him how many times? That is weird.
That's just weird, bro. That's not
weird.
Right.
And then I have a serious problem with taking negative adjectives and putting them on my titles. Unworthy Thor.
Oh,
well, if he's unworthy, how is he picking up a hammer?
If y'all could have been here when Randy first heard about this.
Well, or infamous. Iron Man.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't like those negative adjectives to be used to describe the characters. And, you know, that's my thing. I was talking with our guy Mark downstairs, and it was like, well, it looks like it's the ultimate Thor's hammer, which is technology-based, but is it? Because it was proven that everybody thought he was crazy and that he was just using technology to do all this stuff. But then he really was a god.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that hammer, my thing would be, if he's unworthy of one hammer, how is he worthy of a different hammer if there's still, you know, the Odin infused whatever?
Right.
I don't know. No. But that's a series I'll definitely be looking at also, and it looks like it's going to be running through both titles with some of the themes of stuff.
All right, let's wrap this up with something real fun real quick.
Okay,
because you already have an opinion about this, and so do I.
Uh-oh.
Which top 3 of these new books that have been announced that won't last more than 6 issues? Go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh,
you already named one earlier.
Yeah, Great Lakes Avengers should be a miniseries. It's not going to last. That's a given. Slapstick is not going to last. That's a given. U.S. Avengers is not going to last. That's a given. I'll go with those 3 real quickly.
That's 3. I agree with Great Lakes Avengers. That's not going to last. I agree with Full Killer and Slapstick.
Yeah.
2 other ones I don't think are going to last. And those are 3. So I'm gonna stop it there. I'm not gonna, in case it's on anybody's list, I'm not gonna poop on your parade anymore.
Well, my thing with some of those is that they are not, Marvel does not allow C-D list characters to have an ongoing series because the sales will not match Spider-Man or X-Men sales.
Yeah.
And so my reasoning for them not lasting is not that they're going to suck. It's that they are not characters that you're going to be able to generate the audience to be able to maintain those titles.
Yeah.
That is my main thing there. If you would have told me 6-issue series, I would go, oh, okay, yeah, all right. You're giving someone something there where they can check out something new.
It's like, why not do that? Why not just do a series? And if it garners enough attention, then go from there. But
yeah, why not start instead of like restarting all the time? Why not go Champions number 1 of 12?
Yeah. Why not commit to
Avengers number 1 of 12?
I know, right?
Something
so the season crap. That's a whole other discussion, man. Guys, tell us the top 5 new titles that you're looking forward to from this new Marvel Now lineup that's coming later this year. Lots of exciting stuff, lots of different stuff, lots of stuff, like we said, that probably won't last long. But guys, that's all speculation. We know what we're interested in. As far as what won't last, that's just speculation. We're just having some fun with that. Tell us in the comments below what your top 5 titles are that you're looking forward to. And that Black Panther number 7, in case you missed it, art by Chris Sprouse. Yes.
There's a lot of artists on these books. I was just like, oh, I'm happy to see this. I was thrilled to see. I went and saw the work of the lady that's going to be taking over Spider-Woman. There are a lot of hints of Darwin Cook in that, and I was just like drooling.
Really?
I'm excited there. Yeah.
Nice. That's
super
very nice.
Excited.
Very, very cool. That's a great person to model your art after. So,
yeah.
So that's awesome. So guys, that's it for this week. Tell us in the comments below your number 1s, your storylines you're checking out, your favorites, the top 5 new Marvel Now titles that are coming out this fall. Tell us down in the comments below. Anything else to add, sir?
That's it.
Awesome. That's a wrap, guys. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Take a moment to subscribe if you haven't already. Share our video. Give us a thumbs up. We really, really appreciate that. And guys, that's it for this week. So until next time, take care. Read some great comics. Leave us some fantastic comments down below. And we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.